Hello, my name is Kyle Tallmadge, but here at BMIS they call me Mr. T. I am a fourth grade teacher and I have been working at BMIS. This is my second year here at BMIS. Previous to that, I've been teaching since about 2006, so that's a while. And even before that, I was raised in a family of teachers. Both my parents are teachers. I have aunts and uncles who are teachers. And I always said I would never ever become a teacher. And here I am after almost, over 15 years of teaching. So my experience in education actually is fairly broad. I started out by doing a lot of outdoor education with children. So I was taking students in summer camps or taking them into the wilderness and working with middle school, high school students, and even younger students on how to have experiential learning, where they would go out and they have experiences and they would grow really quickly in those experiences because there was a necessity, right? They had to cook their food, they had to take their backpacks and go hiking and do those things. And so it's a really grounding way to look at education because it has things that had to happen and we're teaching children how to do that. From there, I moved into the classroom. And it was interesting because the shift from being in the outdoors and teaching children skills that are very applicable in the here and now, then shifting into the classroom was interesting because now we're talking about skills like maths or reading or writing with people who are 8 or 9 years old. And there isn't necessarily a way to apply that right away. It's not like I'm building a campfire so I can make my food. It's more of I'm learning to do reading, I'm learning to do maths so that eventually I can move into the upper grades, I can go off to university, I can get a good job. So I have always tried to approach education from the angle that there is an urgency to it, there's a need for it. And so learning these maths problems right now, it just seems like adding big numbers together, but later on in life that's going to be very useful. So my approach has been, where can we use big numbers and how can we use those in projects? So recently we had a fundraiser and we raised hundreds of thousands of kwacha. And we did it all in 2,000 kwacha notes. So the great thing was that then we had to take all the notes, the 1,000, the 200, the 5,000 kwacha notes, and we had to add them all together as part of our math unit on adding together larger numbers. And the realistic way of having to do the maths and the applicable way of doing the maths in a real world context really spoke to the children, and they wanted to figure out how much was the total amount. What's been interesting over time that I have seen is that children have really shifted away since 2011 when I started, 2006 when I started. Children have really shifted away from the idea that I am the teacher at the front of the room, these are the students, and we are here to receive the information, and my teacher is going to give me the information, and then I'm just going to move forward. Over the last, 15 years, 20 years, the evolution has been more towards the students wanting to participate in their own education. They want to guide where they are going. They have ideas, they have thoughts on what they want to learn and how they want to get there. And it's become my job to help them set reasonable goals and facilitate the way to get there. There's a combination now of teaching skills. We need to have solid skills, like in addition, where we show them methods and ways to get to the answer and to check their work and see if they were able to do that. But the motivation itself comes more from what the students want from the experience and where they want to go. So a lot of my work has shifted over the last 10 years to project-based work. And so a lot of the things I have done have been to drum up interest from the children. And then from there, we learn together, we work together, we create the learning together so that we can reach this goal that we've set up for ourselves. An example of this would have been in one school I worked at. I was teaching kindergarten and they needed a new playground. So the principal came to the kindergarten students and said, we need a new playground. I want you to help lead this. And I worked with the students over several months. We went around and we looked at playgrounds all over the city. We collected all the data, we brought it back. Then we started to do surveys and reach out to the rest of the school to see what kinds of features that other students would want to have in their playground. We went to a person who designs playgrounds, and she helped us design a playground. And then it was time for the PTA, for the school to choose the playground they wanted to do. Then the Parent-Teacher Association came in and did the fundraising. And so now there's a playground at this school that was designed and built and chosen by the students who were actually at this school. Here at BMIS, very similar work where these projects drive the learning. We just finished a unit, like I was saying, on a fundraiser, and ended with a fundraiser to try to raise money for a small Malawian preschool that's just it's several miles away, but just a 5-minute drive, where the students have, it's literally just an empty space with some chalkboards on the walls, and the preschoolers are trying to learn in that environment. So the students in my 4th grade class in our 4th grade classrooms, went to the small preschool. We experienced what it was like for these children who are learning there. When we came back, the students said, we want to do something to help them. And the unit was on how to be a change maker that addresses the well-being and health of others. So they went about figuring out a way to create different activities and things that they could do to promote well-being and health here at BMIS, and in turn, just asked for the younger students who were going to participate to throw in a nominal fee, and with that money, they were able to raise quite a bit that then goes towards the preschool so they can buy chairs and basic supplies. That real-world application is what motivates these children. It's what gets them where they want to be. I think the big difference between students that I worked with at the beginning, students that I'm working with now, is that they see themselves as change makers. They see themselves as being very capable, which I believe they are. And then it becomes my job, like I said, as a facilitator, to give them the skills, give them the experience, and give them the opportunities to fail so they can learn from those experiences and they can grow on their own pace, going in the direction that they want to learn and grow. Because those are the kinds of students and eventually the kinds of adults that we want to have in this new world.